What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the vlogs. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Yeah, if you guys have been keeping up with my shorts, Instagram, TikTok, you'll know the cut is pretty much over. I planned on doing a lot more vlogs here, but I do still have some elbow pain, and it still like hasn't fully healed, so I kind of just waited to start the vlogs again until I was fully 100% recovered. But like, this elbow injury is just not going away. I actually took 2 weeks off to try and, give it time to heal. During the workout, it felt great, and then the day after, it was just a little wonky, and I'm just like, what's the point? I don't got time for this. I'm going to the gym. But anyway, second time trying out a pump cover. I've actually got the full growl fit on that you'll see. This is actually my protein, a nice little sweater. I also packed my post-workout chocolate brownie creatine protein shake. This is my current go-to flavor, chocolate brownie. It mixes and tastes really well with water. Everything on the site, Max E will be 50% off for Black Friday. My top 3 items are probably chocolate brownie whey protein, lemon wafers, any wafer. The wafers are just absolutely amazing. I'd say lemon is my current favorite, and then probably chocolate brownie protein bars are really good. Orange cream clear whey is also really good, although I drank so much of it where I'm kind of getting a little bored of the flavor. Anyway, we're already shilling. We're already shilling in the video. It's been 2 minutes and I'm already doing a My Protein ad. It's Black Friday, okay? Why do you think I'm posting here? Anyway, we've got some apples and a banana for the pre-workout food. I actually haven't eaten anything today. The only thing I really eat before a workout these days is just fruit. Just for some simple sugars, obviously very easy digested. Obviously, simple sugars are just glucose and fructose, and because they don't need to be broken down, right, they're already those individual molecules, they will enter the bloodstream very quickly. However, because fruit has fiber, that's just gonna act as a slowing agent so that, your blood glucose doesn't just spike immediately like it will if you eat processed sugar, which obviously removes all of that fiber and all the vitamins and minerals as well. Obviously, fruit has plenty of vitamins and minerals. But the reason fruit is great before a workout is because, unlike complex carbs, you don't really need to digest them, and you can use that energy that it provides pretty quickly. So once I eat this banana and apple, it's going to fuel my workout. Whereas if I eat something a little bit more complex, like a potato or something, it takes longer to break down, and I won't be able to convert that into ATP nearly as quickly. So it's not really going to provide my energy. I've got a piece of banana, why am I talking with a piece of banana, on the side of my freaking mouth, bro? I also accidentally brought a second banana. I kept one in my pocket. This is peak banana condition right here, folks. Just a little brown, still some green, and it's nice and solid. Maybe not rock hard, but you don't want it soft. If it's too soft, who's gonna want to eat that? It's just just get a little bit hard. If it's rock hard, it's kind of a little hard to play with, but I've got my camera kind of propped on the car here, and it's on a tripod. Let's get out of here and see if the camera actually falls. All right, I'm just gonna try and drive a little bit slowly here. Anyway, folks. Yeah, I weighed myself, I think, at 77.35 kilograms, which who knows how many pounds that is, maybe 170 something, 171. Yeah, I do weigh myself in kilograms. There's a reason for that. I'm not gonna get into depth into it, but anyway, this might be the leanest I've been in 3 years. I haven't been under 172 since I graduated college, and that was 3 years ago. Actually, no, I was 185 when I graduated college. What am I talking about? Dude, I haven't been 172 in genuinely 3.5 years. Since the summer of 2022. That's absolutely insane. I've got a lot more muscle than back then. I think when I was the leanest in 2022, how much did I weigh? 165? 164? I don't know. Oh, by the way, today is the day before Thanksgiving. So tomorrow we feast up with Grandma's turkey. Today is an upper day. I forgot to tell you guys that. I trained legs yesterday. The current split is just legs, upper, rest, legs, upper, rest, repeat. I've got 2 different leg days and 4 different upper days. I believe today is upper D. I do actually plan on making a video talking about my entire split. So if you guys are interested, you want to see my split, I'm currently working on it. I'm recording all of the exercises. I am going to make a full video, obviously for free, giving you guys my split, the reasons I do the exercises I do, the frequency, the volume, the sets and reps. Anyway, I was going to record this video that I'm recording right now, just a workout vlog a couple days ago, but I had this genius idea for a YouTube short that I was going to do 150 push-ups to see the before and after of the pump. That was so much harder than I thought it was going to be. It literally left me sore for 3 days. I had to skip the workout. I didn't even go to the gym. I did it on a rest day thinking oh, it'll just be a fun little challenge. It left me immobile for 3 days. It got me thinking, I want to do some sort of challenge like that. Let's do something like 200 push-ups and 100 pull-up challenge. Skip an upper body workout, do that home gym challenge. You know, I did the 1,000 push-up challenge when I hit 1,000 subscribers. What did I do for 1,000,000? A freaking, you know, reacting to my old, but no one wants to see that, bro. No one wants to see reacting to your old FIFA content. I mean, grow up, bro. And let's do that for the 1,000,000. Oh no. All right, so we made it to the gym safely. The apples are gone. Had my nice pre-workout carbs, yada, yada, yada. And by the way, when I get home, I'm going to show you guys the meal that I usually eat. Just the chicken and rice, you know, chicken, rice, some fruit. I don't eat broccoli anymore. It's just so gross, bro. I can't deal with it. I do plan on doing another full day of eating video, although it is kind of just the same meals I always eat, right? Just, I mean, now it's not even a smoothie anymore. It's just a banana and some fruit. Then I have a protein shake after my workout, some chicken and rice, and some more chicken and rice, then maybe some salmon or some beef, some potatoes. I'll show you guys how I cook and prepare and what chicken I buy. My mom actually just picked it up for me at the store. Thank you, Mom. She does my shopping. So quick round of applause for Mrs. Uceda, does all the shopping for the Uceda family. Yeah, then I will end the video, start editing, and hopefully upload it by tomorrow, because it needs to get out for this My Protein sale. I mean, it's 50% off until Monday. It is currently 12:53, and yes, as you can see, I was just listening to some Minecraft music in the car because Minecraft is peak. You know, get your pre-workout caffeine, let's get pumped, yeah, we go gym, you know. Let's just get a relaxing Minecraft music for the aura, cloudy with a chance of meatball, nice cozy with the sweater in the car. These are the vibes. These are the winter vibes, fellas. It was a year ago today, well, not today, but a year ago pretty much, where I started the winter arc. Actually, no, I started it November 1st, not December. December 1st was the start of the cut. I was in the middle of the winter arc last year, and now look at me. I'm 50 pounds down. 50. I think I was 221 at like the peak weight. Obviously that was, you know, after a full day of eating, but still, I'm 50 pounds down, fellas. I'm 170 right now. Time flies. Look at us. Hey, look at us. I'm all right. No, wait, that's not how it goes. Look at us. Hey, look at us. Who would have thought? Not me. No, something like that. Okay, you know, let's get in the freaking gym. All right, last warm-up set here. Oh, actually, did I turn the mic on? I turned it off to save battery, and then I always forget to turn it back on. So usually for my first exercise of the lift, I either do 3 warm-ups or 4 warm-ups, depending on how heavy the weight is. This is usually 6 to 8 rep range. Hopefully I can get it for 6, so I'm only doing 3 warm-ups. If I start my exercise with like 4 reps, I'll do 4 warm-up sets just because that's gonna be a really heavy weight. So I think I started with 35 pounds, then I did a plate and a 25, and then 2 plates and 15, and then I'll go to 3 plates for my working set. So I think I jump about 35 pounds, except it's a 30-pound jump for the last set. But usually roughly equal increments so that I can just kind of ladder up to my heaviest weight. Just 2 reps here. That feels good. That feels good. I like it, I like it, I like it. Now, unfortunately, I will drop it down for the next set, so I gotta take that plate off, put on a 25, put on a 10. So ideally, I should just put like a 25 and 2 10s so that I don't have to strip the whole plate off, but it looks cooler with 3 plates, right? A lot of people always ask me, you know, how do I warm up? You know, I made a video on, you know, my dynamic stretches that I do, you know, that 5 to 10 minute warm-up routine. And also, quick tip, during the winter, heat up your car before getting into your car. You know, on the way to the gym, you should be nice and warm. Don't sit in a freezing cold car, because then your body temperature is just gonna get freezing cold, and then you've gotta warm up more, and it's just going to be harder to get blood flow to the muscles. Your muscles are going to be stiff. It's just going to be harder to push. So heat up your car, get like a car starter. That'll save you a lot of energy and time. And then yeah, just do a couple warm-up sets, no more than 5 reps. That's about it for warm-ups, man. I'm feeling good. Let's see how I can do without any music for this first set. Can I get 6 without music? Is music really that important? Let's get ready. Okay, let's get focused. Let's get focused. Nice rep. Not bad. For no music, honestly, not bad. Grinded out that last rep. I only do this exercise maybe once every like week and a half. So progress is pretty slow, especially because I'm losing weight and I'm already such a low body fat. But I think there was a point maybe a week ago or 2 weeks ago where I failed that 6th rep. So I just got it there and I'm happy with that. All right, headphones on for the second set. I mean, maybe I just play some Minecraft music, honestly. What is it? C418 Volume Alpha, Chris. That's the song that I've been pumped up to recently. Aiming to get 8 reps. I think I did get this for 8 reps one time, although I really, really struggled. So it's Chris time, okay? It's Chris time. Damn, that was easier than I thought. Watching the video back, it'll probably look like I struggled a decent amount, although when I tell you I fucking struggled a couple weeks ago with this, I struggled. So that's good. Nice progress on this, right? It doesn't have to be a jump and a rep, but that 8th just felt a little bit smoother. Maybe my technique was a little bit better. I'll take that. That is progress, especially on a cut. So obviously start with the chest, then we do a lat movement, and then back to chest. And I am only resting like 20 seconds in between, maybe 30 seconds in between sets, just because my left is a little bit weaker because of the shoulder and elbow injury. Plus, it's not like a Bulgarian split squat that, you know, accumulates a ton of fatigue. You're sitting down on a machine, scooping a handle to your hip. I mean, how hard can it be? Slow. That's about 1 rep in the tank. If I went for 9, it would have gotten a little bit ugly. I definitely only have 1 more in me with this freaking sweater. I don't like sweating during my workouts, especially an upper day, because then you're just losing the electrolytes. They're just sweating out of you. And so the pump just doesn't feel as good. I did actually make a 2-minute tutorial video on this exercise, as well as the first one in this workout. So if you're interested in that, go watch it. But as you can see, if I'm doing my left arm, I keep my left foot on, and then I hook with my right. Instead of like hooking on, a lot of people just kind of loop their hand here for support. You don't swing this way. And also you won't like on the end, you won't go this way. You're nice and stable to keep that posture nice and vertical, and then you can really focus on just moving with your lat. Oh shit, that's magnetic, sort of, a little bit. Oh fuck that. Cool. All right, same weight here. Let's go for 8 again. Might only get 7, but it is what it is. I'm an idiot. I totally forgot to fucking adjust this. All that energy gone. Come on, come on, come on. I don't think I finished that rep, but kind of tells you that first set was definitely 1 rep in reserve. Oh my God, I'm dripping in sweat. My hair has never dripped in sweat before. It's not even because like I'm working hard. It's just fucking hot in the sweater. All right, that's it for that. All right, pump cover can finally come off. The sweater made a mess on the compression shirt, but yeah, honestly, arms aren't even pumped. Chest, it feels good, but like I've lost so much electrolytes from sweating that I don't even feel it. Plus, I mean, I only did 2 sets. What was I expecting here? Let's get this pump back in action here, fellas. Get the pump back in action. All right, so quick programming tip for the chest. I do 2 exercises for chest on my chest focus days, which means I do 1 upper and 1 lower. Now, if you're gonna do 2 exercises, always make sure they're training a different portion of your chest, right? Don't just do 2 upper and then nothing else, because that's just redundant, right? Even if it's, you know, a press versus a fly, it's just still training the same position. You don't need to do that. You're better off just biasing something else, like lower chest, which is why I'm doing a decline after I started with an incline. I would either do upper and lower, like I'm doing in this, which I also have on my other chest day. I just do a different decline press and a different incline press. And then I train the pec fly. I do mid chest on my back focus days. So that's kind of how I sequence it. You know, if you're doing 2 exercises, do an upper and lower or an upper and middle, right? If you want to do an incline and a pec fly, that's also fine. Or, you know, some sort of perpendicular press, that's also okay. Just make sure it's doing upper and middle. Don't do middle and lower, because that costal region, that sternal region of your pec, the difference in the bias, the difference in the emphasis is so little that it's just pretty much redundant. If you're gonna do 2 exercises, do an upper and something, don't do a middle and lower. If you're gonna do 3 exercises, then yeah, you can do an upper, middle, and lower. All right, enough yapping, let's hit this freaking set. Jesus Christ. That was heavy. That was pretty heavy. There was a time where I used to do like 130 pounds on that. I just do 100 now that was 7 reps, failed the 8th. Man, I am getting gassed, the sweater method. I think I said this last time in the pump cover. There's just no point. I'm just wasting energy. Stole a page straight out of the Nippard playbook for this one. We've got rear delt cable. No, this is not a cable. Rear delt pec deck flies. If you're doing this dual arm, it stops you. It stops you very early. So you just can't even train your rear delt in that length position at all. So I do these on one day, and then the next day, my next chest emphasis day, I do rear delts again, and I do cable. It's a good exercise. It's not one of my favorites, to be completely honest, but you do feel it in your rear delt, so it gets the job done. This one again is, you know, pretty much 30-second rest in between sets. So this is one of those just boring exercises that you just do. It's just boring. On to triceps now. Triceps are a little bit sore here, fellas, because of that 150 push-up challenge. They're still sore. I did that on Sunday. Now, I actually have 4 different tricep exercises that I do. I do those kneeling rope pushdowns, which I need to get an attachment for instead of just gripping onto the straps. Like, there's an attachment that you can actually hook underneath your hand so that it just removes grip from the equation. I need to get that. Then I do single arm, just cuffed, normal tricep extensions, single arm, which I just said. And then I also do the overhead extension on the machine. And I'm looking for a 4th exercise, which is on this day. And I think today I'm just gonna do those cuff tricep extension. They're just goated, man. It's the tricep exercise. Let's just freaking do that. And then biceps, which today I believe is an incline dumbbell curl. Maybe I just do regular dumbbell or barbell, you know, fuck it, who cares? Biceps are good enough. I don't even care anymore, bro. Let's just get a pump. Get a freaking pump, bro. We spotted a friend here, folks. I don't think he sees me. Steven, for those of you who don't know. Oh, he's coming over.
Checking your clips?
Oh. Maybe. Might be recording something.
Recording something?
Shit, he's mysterious. Bro's talking to absolutely no one. You're doing pull-ups? Assisted?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I'd get in a good range.
Assisted or goated anyway. I think on these specific tricep extensions is where you really see the imbalance. My left is a lot weaker than my right, and that's just because this is just purely elbow extension, right? When my elbow is injured, this is like the one thing I absolutely could not do. No pain at all right now, which is perfect. A quick tip, when you're cuffing an exercise, instead of putting your arm all the way in and then kind of loop it on your wrist, you're just gonna get less range of motion. If I do this, as you can see, it's kind of less range of motion because it's closer up towards, you know, my elbow. You know, the axis of rotation versus the contact point is very small, so you're just gonna get less range of motion. Whereas if you keep it on kind of your fist, this area, you still don't need to use your grip, even if you grip it. Obviously, grip is still out of the equation, and you can just get more range of motion, pull it further back, get a bigger contraction on your tricep, just feels better, and it's just more comfortable to press from there rather than just have it on your wrist, you know what I mean? All right, so we put 60 pounds, so 30 each side. I think this bar is slightly heavier than 45 pounds, so we'll call it 50. Could even be 55, but we'll call it 50. 50 plus 60, that's 110. I believe I got 6 last time. You know, maybe I got it for 7. Let's just say, tell the brain I got it for 7. Therefore, if I don't get 7, I'm a loser. The great thing about doing triceps and biceps together is you just get a fucking nasty arm pump at the end of every upper body day. Whenever I post my videos of me posing, everyone always says like, bro, your arms are literally massive. They're not this big. It's literally just because I get a tricep and a bicep pump every single time I train. I definitely did not get fucking 7 last time, Jesus Christ. I do swing a little bit on that last rep, but it's inevitable, bro. No matter how good you try and keep your form. Going for another one after that is always just kind of unnecessary. You know damn well you ain't getting it up, so just don't risk the fatigue. If your last rep is that slow, like more than a 5 to 6 second concentric, your ass ain't getting a fucking another one. So don't even try. Hair is kind of a mess, but the pump is pumping. I mean, come on, fellas. Come on, bro. If you told me this is what I'd look like after a 2-year bulk, you bet your ass I'm doing that goddamn 2-year bulk. Holy shit. Well, let's pop the shirt off. See what we're working with. Why does my hair look so freaking curly today? I gotta get a haircut, man. I'm not really sure where to put this. Maybe just... What am I doing? Not bad at all for 171 pounds here. The music in here is way too loud. What are you looking at, bitch? My friend Steven's looking at me with my shirt off. Oh, he's coming over, he's coming over. What? Let's get a comparison so I can show him actually how big I am compared to Diary of a Wimpy Kid over here.
I'm 220.
220.
12% body fat.
Yeah.
This is 300 pounds, naked in the corner of the gym.
Dude, there's no one here.
Embarrassing everyone.
Embarrassing
me. I'm like pretending to not know this
Let's
guy.
get some poses. You just finished your workout. Get some poses in. Get some poses in, bro.
You'll see my peptide mark.
Yeah. You're out, man? Yeah. Have a good one. Enjoy your meal tomorrow, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah. I got lean, man. I lost a lot of weight, so. Yeah, thank you, man. All right, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Is that what the kids do nowadays? Let's make this protein shake real quick, down it, then we'll go home. Nice chocolate brownie. This mixes so well with water. I mean, look at that. I mean, no protein left over, no clumps. Chocolate brownie, code Maxi will be 50% off for the next couple of days. Get yourself some protein, I mean, come on. Let's get out of here. All right, welcome everyone to Max's kitchen. Even though this is not my kitchen, this is my parents' kitchen. But anyway, it is my kitchen for today. We're gonna make some chicken here, which is the easiest thing in the world. Literally just throw it in a pan, put some seasoning and wait like 15 minutes. That's literally all you have to do. Like people say, oh, you know, chicken and rice, broccoli. Like that shit is, okay, maybe not the broccoli, but chicken and rice is gas. So I'll show you guys how to make it. Let's get started. These are the ones I get. Organic chicken tenders. Very easy to cook. You don't even have to like trim the fat, cut them up. Literally just stick them in a pan. They're already ready to go. So we go with this pan on this burner and this massive pan we'll put over here. So a quick tip when you are making chicken is to get everything ready before touching the chicken so you don't have to wash your hands over and over. I mean, you could wear gloves, but who wants to do that? The seasonings I use are #1 Montreal chicken seasoning. We fucking load that shit up. And then a little bit of, where are you? Paprika and a little bit of onion salt. That is it. Those are the only 3 seasonings I use. The first thing you want to do is oil up the pan. Pro tip, keep your olive oil in one of these spray containers so you can just spray the pan instead of like drizzling the olive oil and then like turning it around. It's just really annoying. Get it nice and oiled. If you're super strict on calories, you should probably track it. I would say maybe if I really wanted to, I could put a scale, measure it, and then spray it and then measure it again and check the difference to see how much oil I actually used, but I really do not care right now. Next, all you have to do is just season the pan, right? So you don't have to flip the chicken and season both sides. Just season the bottom of the pan. That way, when you put the chicken on, you can just fucking slap it onto the already seasoned pan and you get both sides. Let's load it up here. Good amount of seasoning. So that is good there. Let's get some paprika. And then some onion salt. So that is what it looks like when it is seasoned on the bottom of the pan. Obviously, I could have done a better job, you know, making sure it's a little bit more even, but it doesn't matter, all right? It's just gonna turn into chicken anyway. I don't really care. Once the bottom is seasoned, we can actually touch the chicken here. So I just grab a knife to open this shit, rip these suckers open. Then all you gotta do is just stick them on the seasoned pan. That's really all you gotta do. That's one package down. So if you get a big ass pan like this, it makes it a lot easier to cook a lot at a time. And that way you can just meal prep like a shit ton of these things. It'll last you the whole freaking week. You know, I am personally one who just doesn't mind heating up my chicken. If you wanna make it fresh every day, I mean, be my guest. It's just gonna take you much longer. I mean, you gotta cook it every freaking day. Like who wants to deal with that? Not me. So just like that, they are all in. We'll put some spray here where the raw chicken was just to make sure it's nice and clean. So again, obviously before turning it on, let's season the other side again, starting with that Montreal chicken, some paprika, And then finish with some onion salts just for some flavor. I mean, I just fucking put a pound of seasoning on it. But so let's put the lid on. And I put it just slightly higher than 4, which I think is like, I don't know, medium to high, somewhere around there. And then you just set a timer for like 8 minutes. And then you just simply wait. This one usually cooks a little quicker, so I'll probably flip it at like 6 minutes. And then this, I'll wait the 8 minutes. So let's get these suckers flipped. So that will go on for probably another, I don't know, 5-6 minutes, and then they'll be done. Let's flip these suckers. What do we got? 30 seconds left here. All right, let's end this. And yeah, and I don't know, fucking wait again. Flip these bad boys. Flip them up. And there is the second one. Obviously some pink around the edges, but after another 6-ish minutes, they will be done. Just fucking sit and wait and they'll be done. And fucking easy peasy lemon squeezy. Am I right here, fellas? All right, so these are pretty much done. So before the freaking bottom burns to a crisp, let's turn these off. And to chop them up, I just use this tiny glass cutting board. And that's what it looks like, fellas. No pink, a nice white, juicy piece of chicken. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I should drain some of that.
No, thank you.
Are you sure? There it is, fellas. Chicken is made. All right, all that's left here, fellas, is to chop them up, put them in the container, and then heat up the rice because I did not make it today.
Oh my gosh, you did so much.
I did the 2 packages.
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes it makes a lot, sometimes it doesn't, but this time it made a good amount.
Did you clean the spot where you put those chicken? Because those chicken packages were sticky.
Yes.
Okay, good. You gotta see the cloud. It goes across the whole sky. I took a couple pictures of it. I've never seen anything like it.
The ominous cloud. Wow, that is,
It's like black. It goes all across.
that is
See if I
ominous.
have it. Look at.
You gotta send me that picture. All right, so chicken is finally done. I haven't even tried it yet. I just finished cutting it up. It took like literally 20 minutes to cut this stuff up. It does not have to be this small. I don't know why I cut it up this small. It's just completely unnecessary. But anyway, let's give it a taste test here because I am freaking starving. All I've had today was a banana, apple, and protein shake. You've seen everything I've eaten. And it's 4:15 p.m. All right. Why doesn't everyone just sit here and make chicken that'll last you the whole, like, look how much this is. Let's measure out the rice, heat it up, and then mix in some chicken, put in some cheese, cut up an apple, and let's get freaking feasting, baby. So I'll do 5 ounces of rice. Usually, obviously, I mix in the chicken and then microwave it, but since I just made this, I'll just microwave the rice on its own for a minute. And literally the only thing I put on this, I don't use any mustard, barbecue sauce, or any sort of condiments. I use nothing except cheese. Colby Jack cheese. Is that upside down? Yes, it is. Only got a little bit left here, so I gotta shred some later, although I'm not dealing with that right now. I put 10 grams of cheese, and that is it. That might be all we have left here, fellas. That might be it. Oops, that was 13 grams. All right, a little cheesy today. And last but not least, a tiny bowl of cashews. None other than the cashews, fellas. 1 serving, which is 30 grams. So I do have this with both meals. So I'll have 60 grams of cashews a day, which is 2 servings. So we got carbs, fats, protein. It's a little bit of everything here, fellas. This is the perfect meal, in my opinion. I eat this twice a day. And you know what? I'm gonna have some freaking lemonade. That's what I'm gonna do. Hell yeah. That's right, I am cracking open a cold one. My Protein's Clearway Isolate Lemonade. This is actually surprisingly very good. I've been drinking this with a couple of my meals just because it tastes so good. I mean, it's like just a nice cold, refreshing drink. It's just lemonade, bro. Who doesn't like lemonade? I mean, come on. So the chicken has been made. We've got the Clearway Lemonade protein, chicken and rice, some nuts for healthy fats, apple for carbs, baboom. It is 4:30. Honestly, it took way longer than normal today because I was getting all this freaking footage, but I am freaking starving. All right. Who doesn't love cheesy chicken and rice? This has got to be the greatest meal in existence. You want any of this lemonade? I'm not gonna finish it. It's good. All right, folks, that is it for meal number 1. You know, I don't really count the banana, apple, and protein shake as a meal. You know, in a couple hours, maybe 2.5 hours, I will eat this again. Usually I'll have the lemonade with that meal because I did just have a protein shake after the workout, but I was feeling it, so I fucking drank it. Again, code Maxi will be 50% off until Monday. That is it for the vlog. Hopefully we're gonna do some more very soon. And yeah, that is it. All right, yeah. This freaking stool, man. We gotta fix this.